You know how everyone these days seems obsessed with protein powders? You walk into any gym, scroll through Instagram, or check out a fitness store, and it's all weigh this, isolate that, plant protein versus animal protein. It feels like we've all been conditioned to believe that if we don't chug a protein shake right after every workout, our muscles will literally disappear overnight. But what if I told you there's something far simpler, far more natural, and honestly, much more powerful that you can add to your morning coffee, and it can actually help reverse muscle loss? And no, it's not some expensive supplement or weird powder that tastes like chalk. I'm talking about something that's probably already in your kitchen, something that can transform your morning routine into a muscle-supporting ritual. Intrigue? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just rethink that entire shelf of protein tubs sitting in your pantry. All right, let's set the scene. You wake up, stumble into the kitchen, and make your coffee. That first sip, that little moment of peace before the day starts. What if that same cup could also help keep your muscles strong, boost your metabolism, and slow down the natural muscle loss that comes with age? Because here's the thing, losing muscle isn't just about looking less toned or not having abs anymore. It's a serious health issue. Muscle is your body's metabolic engine. It keeps your blood sugar balanced, protects your joints, supports your posture, even influences your hormones. The scary part, we start losing muscle naturally around our 30s, and by the time we hit 40 or 50, the process accelerates. That's why people feel weaker, have slower metabolisms, and even struggle with balance as they get older. But here's the good news, this decline isn't inevitable. You can reverse it. And no, you don't have to live in the gym or drink those overpriced shakes. So, what's the secret? What's this magical thing you can add to coffee that actually helps reverse muscle loss? Drum roll, it's collagen. Yep, good old collagen. Before you scroll away thinking, wait, collagen, isn't that just for skin and hair? Hang on, because what I'm about to tell you might completely change how you think about muscle health. See, collagen isn't just a beauty supplement. It's a structural protein, literally the glue that holds your body together. Your muscles, tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues all rely on it. When you lift weights or do any form of exercise, those tiny muscle fibers get microtears, your body repairs them, and that's how you build stronger muscles. But without enough collagen, your recovery slows down, your joints ache more, and your muscles don't rebuild as efficiently. So even if you're eating enough protein, without collagen, part of that repair process stays incomplete. Now, here's the interesting part. When you mix collagen into your coffee, you're giving your body an early morning dose of amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, the specific building blocks your muscles and connective tissues love. These aren't the same amino acids you get from regular protein powders like whey or soy. They target the structure and elasticity of your muscle fibers and even support joint cushioning, which helps you move better and lift more without pain. In simple terms, collagen helps your body maintain the infrastructure that keeps your muscles strong. You might be thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but does it actually work? Well, multiple studies have shown that collagen supplementation can significantly improve muscle mass and strength, especially when combined with resistance training. One German study followed older adults who did strength training while taking collagen peptides for 12 weeks. And compared to those who didn't, They gained more lean muscle mass and lost more fat. That's not hype, that's science. And the best part, they weren't drinking protein shakes or eating massive amounts of chicken. They were simply adding collagen to their daily routine. Imagine doing that with your morning coffee. That one simple change can genuinely support muscle repair and help you look and feel stronger. And let's be real for a second. Protein powders, they're not always the easiest to deal with, right? Some taste terrible. Some cause bloating. Some are full of artificial sweeteners, gums, or fillers that upset your stomach. I've tried plenty myself, and I'll admit, half the time I ended up skipping them because they were just gross or inconvenient. But adding a scoop of collagen to your coffee, that's effortless. It dissolves almost instantly, it's tasteless, and it doesn't mess with the flavor or texture of your drink. It's literally the easiest health upgrade ever. Now, let's dive deeper into why collagen helps reverse muscle loss. When we age, our body's natural collagen production declines, and that affects not only our skin elasticity, but also our muscle quality. You see, collagen makes up around 10% of our muscle tissue. It gives muscle fibers their structure and strength. So as collagen levels drop, our muscles lose firmness, our tendons weaken, and recovery takes longer. That's why you might notice that after your 30s, you feel sore for days after a workout that used to feel easy. But by replenishing collagen daily, you're giving your body the raw materials to rebuild faster, maintain elasticity, and preserve muscle tone. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Collagen doesn't just help your muscles directly. It also supports your metabolism. Glycine, one of its key amino acids, plays a major role in blood sugar regulation and energy production. It helps your body use nutrients more efficiently and keeps your metabolism running smoothly, so you burn more fat and maintain lean muscle more easily. Plus, glycine promotes better sleep quality, which if you've been into fitness for a while, you know is when your body does the real recovery and muscle building. Now, let's talk practicality. You might be wondering, okay, how much collagen should I add to my coffee? Most studies suggest anywhere between 10 to 20 grams per day, roughly 1 or 2 scoops, depending on the brand. You can split that up between your morning coffee and maybe an evening tea or smoothie, and make sure you're using a high-quality hydrolyzed collagen or collagen peptide powder. That means it's broken down into smaller amino acids that your body can absorb easily. Don't worry, it won't clump or change the taste of your coffee. You can even combine it with a little MCT oil or unsweetened cocoa for a bonus brain and energy boost. Oh, and a fun bonus tip. Adding a sprinkle of cinnamon or a dash of turmeric to your collagen coffee. That combo not only tastes incredible, but also adds anti-inflammatory benefits that further support muscle recovery. Think of it as a mini health elixir in your mug, one that helps you wake up and repair at the same time. But let's pause for a second, because I know some of you might be thinking, wet, but isn't collagen a protein? So aren't we still talking about protein? And you're right. Collagen is technically a protein, but it's very different from your typical protein powders. See, most protein powders focus on maximizing muscle size by pumping your body full of branched chain amino acids like leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Collagen, on the other hand, focuses on structure and repair. It's like the scaffolding that holds everything together. So while your regular protein helps build the bricks, collagen makes sure the foundation is solid. The two actually complement each other beautifully, but if you had to choose, just one to support overall strength, mobility, and anti-aging. Collagen wins hands down. And let's talk about real people results for a second. I've had countless people, especially those over 40, message me saying that once they started adding collagen to their coffee, they noticed less joint stiffness, faster recovery after workouts, and even more visible muscle tone. One woman said her morning jogs felt smoother because her knees didn't ache anymore. Another guy in his 50s told me he actually started seeing muscle definition again after years of thinking his gains days were behind him. That's not magic. That's the body responding to the nutrients it's been missing. And honestly, that's the beauty of it. Collagen works with your body, not against it. No stimulants, no chemicals, no artificial junk. It's something your body already recognizes and knows how to use. And adding it to your coffee just makes sense. You're already drinking it every morning, so why not make it a wellness ritual that actually supports your longevity? Now, before you rush to order the first collagen you see online, let's talk quality for a minute. Because not all collagen is created equal. You want to look for grass-fed, pasture, raised collagen if it's bovine-based, or marine collagen if you prefer something from fish. Avoid products that have added sugars, flavorings, or unnecessary fillers. Pure collagen peptides should dissolve easily, have little to no taste, and mix smoothly into hot or cold drinks. And remember, consistency is everything. You won't notice changes overnight, but give it 3 to 4 weeks and you'll start feeling the difference. Smoother joints, better recovery, stronger muscles, maybe even healthier skin and nails as a side bonus. Now, here's where the story gets even more fascinating. There's emerging research showing that collagen might help stimulate muscle protein synthesis when combined with vitamin C. Yep, vitamin C, the same vitamin you get from oranges. Your body needs it to activate collagen production. So if you really want to supercharge your results, pair your collagen coffee with something rich in vitamin C. Maybe have an orange or some berries on the side. It's a tiny tweak that can make a big difference. And while we're talking about synergy, let's not forget exercise. Collagen on its own is powerful, but when combined with even light resistance training, we're talking bodyweight workouts, bands, or simple dumbbell exercises, the effects multiply. That's because collagen provides the raw materials, and exercise gives your body the signal to use them. Together, they become a recipe for reversing age-related muscle loss and keeping you strong for decades. Now let me paint you a little picture. Imagine this, you're in your 50s or 60s, and instead of slowing down, you feel strong, capable, and energized. You can still climb stairs without gasping, carry your groceries easily, and even play with your kids or grandkids without pain. You're not dealing with the achy joints or stiffness, and your muscles still feel toned. That's not a fantasy. That's what maintaining muscle through smart nutrition looks like. And all it takes is something as simple as adding a scoop of collagen to your morning coffee. Think about it. We spend so much time and money on supplements, powders, pre-workouts, and fancy diets, but sometimes the simplest habits create the biggest impact. Coffee and collagen. Two things that together support your metabolism, your muscles, your skin, and your longevity. It's not about chasing trends, it's about fueling your body intelligently. Now, before we wrap this up, let's address one last myth. Because I know some of you might be wondering, if collagen is so great, why isn't everyone talking about it for muscle? Well, the truth is, collagen doesn't have that instant marketable, pump effect that whey protein does. You don't drink it and instantly see muscle swelling. Its benefits are more gradual, more foundational, but once you feel the difference, the strength, the mobility, the faster recovery, you'll realize it's not hype, it's long-term health. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your usual protein shake, make your coffee, add 1 scoop of high-quality collagen, stir it in, and enjoy it. Do it consistently for the next few weeks. Keep up your workouts, eat a balanced diet, stay hydrated, and just observe how you feel, because I guarantee your body will notice. You'll feel stronger, lighter, and more stable. And you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. And look, if you're still skeptical, that's okay. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. You have nothing to lose and a lot of strength to gain. Forget the marketing noise. Forget the powders with 20 ingredients you can't even pronounce. Sometimes the real secret to health isn't found in something new. It's found in rediscovering something simple, natural, and incredibly effective. So here's to stronger muscles, better mornings, and a body that keeps up with your goals, all starting with a single cup of coffee. If this video inspired you, share it with someone who might need it. Maybe a friend who's been struggling with soreness, or someone who wants to stay fit as they age. And if you try collagen in your coffee, let me know in the comments how it feels for you. I love hearing your results and experiences. Using unflavored collagen avoids sugar spikes common in protein shakes. And that's one of the most underrated but powerful reasons this simple switch can make such a huge difference in your energy, recovery, and even your long-term muscle health. You see, a lot of protein powders out there, even the ones that call themselves healthy or low carb, are packed with artificial sweeteners, flavor enhancers, or hidden sugars that can mess with your blood sugar balance. And when your blood sugar fluctuates too much, your body responds by releasing insulin, which is great for storing nutrients, but not so great if you're trying to build lean muscle or burn fat efficiently. Those spikes and crashes leave you tired, hungry, and sometimes even craving more sugar later in the day. But collagen, especially unflavored, pure collagen, it's clean, it's steady, and it keeps your energy levels consistent without triggering that roller coaster effect. Now, let's talk about why that matters so much for your muscles. Every time your blood sugar spikes, it causes tiny changes in your hormones. Insulin goes up, cortisol can rise, and your body becomes more focused on storing energy instead of using it to rebuild or repair. Over time, that pattern can make it harder to gain or even maintain muscle. And it's sneaky because you might be doing everything right, eating protein, working out, staying active. But if your blood sugar is unstable, your body just isn't in the best state to build lean tissue. When you switch to collagen, especially in your coffee, where there's no sugar, you're giving your body clean amino acids without the hormonal roller coaster. It's like flipping a switch from store and crash mode to steady energy and rebuild mode. And here's where it gets really interesting. Most flavored protein shakes contain artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame. And even though they're technically 0 calorie, your body doesn't always interpret them that way. Research suggests that some of these sweeteners can still cause insulin responses or trick your brain into expecting sugar, which can actually increase your appetite and cravings later in the day. So even if you think you're saving calories, you might end up eating more without realizing it. Collagen, on the other hand, doesn't trigger that at all. It's neutral, pure, and doesn't interfere with your hunger signals or metabolism. You drink it, your body absorbs it, and it gets right to work repairing your muscles and tissues. Another thing people don't realize is that those sugar spikes also lead to inflammation, and inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle recovery. When your blood sugar fluctuates constantly, it creates oxidative stress, and that can slow down the repair of muscle fibers after a workout. That's one reason why people who eat too many processed carbs or sugary shakes often feel sore for days or feel like their workouts aren't giving them results. Collagen helps reverse that trend by being anti-inflammatory and stabilizing. It supports your joints, your tendons, and your muscles while keeping your energy balanced. Imagine finishing your workout, having your collagen coffee, and feeling fueled, not bloated, not jittery, just steady and strong. There's also something really empowering about taking control of what you put into your body. When you go for unflavored collagen, you know exactly what you're getting. No fake chocolate flavors, no gum stabilizers, no hidden sodium or fillers. Just pure protein in its most natural form. It's clean fuel for your body. And when you start your day that way, you're setting a tone of mindfulness. You're saying, I'm not feeding my body hype, I'm feeding it health. Over time, that mindset becomes a lifestyle shift. You stop chasing quick fixes and start building a foundation that actually lasts. Now, let's go a bit deeper into how these sugar spikes affect muscle loss over time, because this part is huge. When your blood sugar rises rapidly, your body produces advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These molecules form when sugar molecules bind to proteins in your body, including collagen itself. And what happens when that occurs? The collagen in your skin, muscles, and connective tissue becomes stiffer and less functional. It literally ages your body from the inside out. That's why people with chronically high blood sugar often experience faster skin wrinkling, weaker joints, and slower muscle recovery. By avoiding those spikes, you're not just keeping your energy steady, you're protecting the very proteins that keep your body youthful and strong. This is one reason why collagen and coffee make such a perfect duo. Coffee naturally boosts metabolism, increases circulation, and helps mobilize fat for energy. But when you drink coffee by itself, especially on an empty stomach, it can sometimes cause cortisol to rise temporarily. That's the stress hormone. When you pair it with collagen, though, it creates a balance. The amino acids in collagen help buffer that cortisol response and prevent your blood sugar from dipping afterward. You stay energized, but not wired, focused, but not jittery. And over time, that means better hormonal balance, better muscle retention, and fewer crashes that send you reaching for snacks. Let's look at this from a workout recovery perspective. Say you've just finished training, your muscles are slightly torn, your body's in repair mode, and you need protein. Most people grab a sweetened shake because it's quick. But what they're doing without realizing it is sending their insulin levels soaring, which may initially help shuttle amino acids to muscles, but often ends with a sharp crash. That crash can make you tired, moody, or even delay recovery because your body goes into a stress response. Collagen doesn't do that. It nourishes your muscles consistently without triggering a spike or crash, helping your body stay in an anabolic state longer. That's the state where your body actually builds and repairs tissue. Another bonus is digestion. Whey protein and other processed shakes often cause bloating or discomfort because of lactose, gums, or additives. Collagen, being hydrolyzed, is super gentle on your gut. It actually supports your intestinal lining, helping reduce inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. That means your body can make better use of the food and nutrients you're eating throughout the day, which translates to more effective recovery and muscle growth. And because it's easy to digest, you can have it first thing in the morning, even before a workout, without any heaviness. And here's something not many people talk about. When you reduce sugar and artificial additives in your diet, your inflammation markers go down and your recovery speed goes up. Athletes who switch from sweetened protein shakes to collagen often notice they feel less sore, their energy stays more stable, and their sleep improves. That's because inflammation doesn't just affect your muscles, it affects your entire nervous system. And if your nervous system is constantly stressed from blood sugar ups and downs, your body never fully recovers. It's like trying to rebuild a house while the lights keep flickering. You can't get stable energy to do the work properly. Collagen gives your body that steady current. And while we're on the topic of sugar, let's not forget, excess sugar actually breaks down collagen. It accelerates what's known as glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen fibers and make them brittle. This means the more sugar you consume, the faster your body loses its natural collagen stores. So if your goal is to maintain muscle, skin elasticity, and joint strength, cutting back on sugar while increasing collagen intake is the ultimate combo. You're reducing the breakdown and increasing the rebuild at the same time. That's how you truly reverse muscle loss and aging from the inside out. Now, imagine this in your daily routine. You wake up, you brew your coffee, you add a scoop of unflavored collagen, maybe a touch of cinnamon or a splash of almond milk, and that's it. No sugar, no crash, no artificial anything. Just clean energy and pure muscle support. You sip it while your body gets the amino acids it needs. Your metabolism wakes up and your day starts off in balance. It's not a supplement anymore. It's a ritual. A quiet, powerful act of taking care of your body. It's also important to realize that avoiding sugar spikes doesn't just help with energy. It helps with hormone balance, especially growth hormone and testosterone, which are both crucial for muscle maintenance. When insulin levels stay stable, your body can produce and use these hormones more effectively. And those hormones are what tell your muscles to stay strong, to rebuild, and to resist breakdown. So by keeping your blood sugar steady with collagen instead of spiking it with sweetened shakes, you're essentially keeping your body in an environment that favors muscle preservation instead of muscle wasting. Even your brain benefits from that steadiness. You know how after a sugary drink, you feel that burst of energy, then suddenly crash and lose focus? That same fluctuation affects your workouts, your motivation, and even your willpower when it comes to sticking to your fitness goals. When your energy is even, you perform better, you lift better, recover better, and think clearer. Collagen coffee creates that steady mental clarity because it provides fuel without the instability. It's almost like a calm, focused energy that lasts for hours. And I can't emphasize enough how big a deal it is for your gut health, too. Collagen contains glutamine, which helps maintain a healthy gut lining. When your gut is healthy, you absorb more nutrients, not just from collagen, but from everything you eat. That means the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants you get from your food actually reach your muscles where they're needed. Poor Poor gut health is one of the hidden reasons some people struggle to gain muscle or recover properly, even when they eat all the right foods. Collagen helps fix that from the ground up. And unlike sweetened shakes that sometimes irritate your stomach, unflavored collagen soothes it. Let's talk flavor for a second, or rather, the beauty of having none. When you choose unflavored collagen, you have full control. You can mix it with your favorite coffee, add cocoa powder for a mocha vibe, blend it with oat milk, or even toss it into a smoothie later in the day. It becomes part of your lifestyle, not a chore. And because it's neutral, you're not constantly loading up on sweet tastes that keep your palate addicted to sugar. That might sound small, but over time it rewires your habits. You start craving less sugar, choosing cleaner foods, and that's how sustainable health begins. And here's something a lot of people overlook. Sugar spikes can actually cause microinflammation in your muscle tissue, even when you're not exercising. That low-grade inflammation keeps your muscles from fully repairing and growing. So even if you're getting your workouts in, your results might plateau because your body is constantly fighting inflammation instead of rebuilding. Switching to collagen means you're feeding your body protein that doesn't come with that inflammatory baggage. It's like giving your muscles a green light to heal, strengthen, and grow without interference. If you think about longevity and not just fitness, this becomes even more important. Stable blood sugar is one of the biggest predictors of long-term health. People who manage to keep their glucose levels balanced age slower, retain more muscle, and have better metabolic health. And here we are with something as simple as coffee and collagen that helps you do exactly that. It's not extreme, it's not restrictive, and it fits seamlessly into everyday life. And while everyone's out there chasing the next supplement trend or new miracle formula, the truth is most of what your body needs comes down to balance, not excess. Too much sugar, too much stress, too many additives, those are the things that age your body. Collagen, especially unflavored, represents the opposite of that. It's simplicity, it's nourishment without noise. And that's why it works so well. When you give your body steady energy, you're also supporting your mitochondria, your cells' powerhouses. That means better endurance, better recovery, and even improved fat metabolism. You're literally teaching your body to operate more efficiently. Think about it. Instead of spiking your system and crashing, you're providing steady fuel all day long. And when you add movement and hydration on top of that, your results compound fast. It's not just for athletes either. If you're someone who feels tired mid-day or struggles with energy after your morning coffee, try this switch. Replace your sugary protein shake with collagen coffee for 2 weeks. Notice how your energy feels, how your skin looks, and how your workouts go. You'll feel the difference, not in a dramatic, oh my gosh, instant change way, but in a quiet, steady transformation. You'll feel less sore, less bloated, and more balanced. That's your body thanking you for giving it what it actually understands. Even people who follow intermittent fasting love this combo because collagen doesn't spike insulin significantly. It gives your body amino acids without breaking your fast in a metabolic sense, meaning you can get some recovery and muscle support even while staying in a fasted state. And since it's unflavored, it's just pure fuel, no sugars, no sweeteners to interfere with fat burning. That's why collagen coffee has become a kind of secret weapon for people who want to build lean muscle while burning fat. And the beauty is, this isn't about cutting out pleasure or taste. It's about redefining what real energy feels like. You don't need a sugar rush to feel alive. You just need to give your body the nutrients it's missing in a form it can actually use. When you get that right, everything else, your workouts, your focus, your mood, starts falling into place naturally. You stop fighting your body and you start working with it. Early morning collagen intake primes muscle recovery before daily activity begins. And that, honestly, is one of the most overlooked secrets to maintaining strength. Energy and mobility, not just for athletes, but for everyone. Most people think recovery only happens after a workout, right? You lift, you train, you eat something, then you rest, and that's when the body rebuilds. But in reality, recovery starts the moment you wake up. Your muscles have been fasting all night, your glycogen stores are low, and your body is in this perfect, receptive state where it's ready to absorb nutrients. That's when collagen really works its magic. When you take it in the morning, before your day begins, you're essentially starting your body's repair process before any physical or even mental stress hits. You're setting the foundation for your muscles to perform better and recover faster. Before you even start moving, think of your body like a high-performance car. If you want it to run smoothly, you don't wait until you're already halfway down the highway to put oil in the engine. You prep it before you start the drive. That's exactly what early morning collagen does. It gives your muscles, tendons, and joints the lubrication and raw materials they need to handle whatever movement comes next. Whether it's a workout, a long walk, or even just sitting at your desk without stiffness, you're not just fueling up for energy, you're fueling up for resilience. And here's what makes this timing so powerful. Overnight, your body goes through repair cycles, but it's also slightly catabolic, meaning it breaks down some muscle tissue for energy since you're not eating while you sleep. That's totally normal. But the key is how you end that fasting state. If you start your morning with sugary cereals, flavored lats, or nothing at all, your body stays in that breakdown mode longer. When you start your day with collagen, though, you're sending a signal that it's time to rebuild. The amino acids in collagen, especially glycine and proline, go straight to work repairing connective tissue and muscle fibers that were slightly broken down overnight. It's like handing your body a repair kit first thing in the morning before the day even begins. Now, let's talk about something that's often ignored: micro recovery. Most people think muscle recovery only matters after intense workouts, but in truth, your body is constantly repairing micro tears and maintaining muscle tissue even on rest days. Collagen supports that ongoing maintenance process, especially when you give it to your body early. Every single movement you make during the day, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even stretching, puts tiny stress on your muscles and joints. Collagen strengthens that foundation so that when you move, your body doesn't waste energy trying to compensate for weak connective tissue. It's the difference between feeling light and strong versus feeling stiff and tired by mid-afternoon. The timing also affects your metabolism. When you take collagen first thing in the morning, you're giving your body amino acids before any other macronutrients. That can gently wake up your digestive system and signal your liver to start producing the enzymes that metabolize fat and protein. That's why many people who take collagen early report feeling more energized, even without a big breakfast. You're essentially teaching your body to use protein as its primary repair fuel instead of relying on sugar or carbs for quick energy. And that metabolic shift helps maintain lean mass over time. There's another layer to this too. Collagen taken in the morning can improve how your body responds to your next workout, even if that's later in the day, because your muscles and tendons are already primed with the amino acids they need. Your performance tends to be better, and your recovery window afterward gets shorter. Imagine you have a training session in the afternoon. By having collagen in the morning, you've already given your body the structural support it needs to handle the stress of that session. Your tendons are more hydrated, your joints are more flexible, and your muscles have the right building blocks circulating in your bloodstream. So instead of waiting until you're sore to repair, your body starts reinforcing the tissue as you move. Let's go even deeper. When you wake up, your cortisol levels are naturally higher. That's your body's way of getting you alert and ready for the day. But cortisol, while useful, is also catabolic, meaning it can break down muscle tissue if it's not balanced by the right nutrients. Collagen acts like a buffer in that moment. When you take it early, it helps calm that catabolic effect and shifts your body back toward an anabolic or building state. You're not only protecting your muscle from morning cortisol spikes, but you're also creating a steady hormonal balance that lasts through the day. That's why people who take collagen in the morning often report feeling less fatigued and more stable, physically and mentally. And here's something fascinating. Studies have shown that your connective tissues, like tendons and ligaments, respond best to amino acid availability about an hour before activity. That means if you take collagen in the morning and then do any kind of movement, even a brisk walk or some stretching, those tissues absorb and use the amino acids more effectively. You're literally strengthening your foundation from the inside out while you move. It's like giving your body preemptive recovery. Instead of fixing what's broken, you're preventing the damage in the first place. Another benefit of morning collagen is how it interacts with hydration. When you wake up, you're slightly dehydrated. Your joints can feel stiff, your muscles might feel tight, and your skin might even look a little dull. Collagen helps your body retain and utilize water better at the cellular level. It improves the hydration of your connective tissue, which not only makes your joints feel smoother, but also keeps your muscles supple. Pair it with a glass of water or your coffee, and you're hydrating and nourishing your body in one go. A perfect start to your day. Let's also talk about people who work out in the morning. For them, collagen is a game changer. Unlike heavy protein shakes that can feel uncomfortable on an empty stomach, collagen is light, easy to digest, and provides steady energy without bloating. You can have it before your workout, and it won't weigh you down, but it still gives your body what it needs to kickstart muscle repair the moment you start training. Because of that, post-workout soreness tends to be less intense, and recovery feels faster. It's like having a built-in recovery mechanism working in real time while you exercise. And if you're not a morning exerciser, don't worry. The benefits still apply. Even if your workout is just getting through a long day of walking, sitting, driving, or carrying kids around, your body still experiences micro-stress. Collagen in the morning prepares your muscles and joints to handle that with less wear and tear. You might notice less stiffness when you sit for long hours or less tightness when you stretch at night. That's the subtle daily power of priming your system early instead of waiting for something to go wrong. What's also interesting is how early morning collagen affects your nervous system. Glycine, one of its main amino acids, has a calming yet focusing effect on the brain. So instead of feeling jittery from caffeine alone, you feel more grounded. That's one of the reasons collagen coffee has become so popular. It's not just about muscles, it's about feeling centered and alert at the same time. That mental calmness translates to physical efficiency. When your nervous system is balanced, your movements are smoother, your coordination improves, and your recovery processes become more efficient because your body isn't under constant stress. And here's something you'll love. Taking collagen in the morning can actually improve how your body synthesizes its own collagen throughout the day. By giving your body the raw materials early, you're essentially jump-starting your internal collagen production engine. The more consistent you are, the more your body gets used to rebuilding instead of breaking down. Over time, that shows up not just in your muscles, but in your skin, joints, and even your posture. You literally start to feel more supported from within. Now, let's zoom in on recovery itself. Recovery isn't just about muscle fibers. It's also about the connective tissue around them. Every time you move, your muscles glide along fascia, tendons stretch, and ligaments stabilize your joints. When these tissues are well nourished, movement feels smooth and effortless. When they're not, everything feels tight and restricted. Collagen nourishes all of those support structures. So when you take it in the morning, before your body starts the day's movement, you're essentially oiling every hinge and cable in your system. That's why people who take collagen early often report less cracking, stiffness, or discomfort as they move through their day. The beauty of timing it early is that it also gives your digestive system a gentle start. Unlike heavier breakfasts, collagen doesn't spike blood sugar or overload your stomach. It's light but effective, like giving your body a nutrient boost without triggering digestion stress. And that matters more than you think. When your digestion is calm, your nervous system stays in balance, and your body can focus more energy on repair and recovery rather than fighting inflammation. It's a small detail, but in health, small details make a massive difference over time. Now, think about how your mornings usually go. Maybe you rush out the door, grab a coffee, or skip breakfast entirely. You're in go mode before your body even gets what it needs. Over time, that pattern adds up. Fatigue, muscle soreness, slower recovery, maybe even achy joints. Collagen in the morning flips that script. It tells your body, I'm taking care of you first. And that one decision can change how your entire day feels. It's subtle but powerful. The kind of shift that creates momentum for every other healthy choice you make later. And for those of you who struggle with muscle soreness that lingers, the kind that sticks around for days, early collagen can help cut that down dramatically. Because by feeding your body amino acids before activity, you're reducing the amount of damage that happens in the first place. Your muscle fibers have the raw materials they need to repair on the go. That means when you finish your workout or your busy day, you're already halfway recovered. It's preemptive healing instead of reactive healing. It also supports your joints in a way most people underestimate. When you move, your joints are under pressure, especially first thing in the morning when they're cold. Collagen improves the viscosity of your synovial fluid, which is basically your body's joint lubricant.